and we are kicking this party off because we have a fully loaded night tonight. So sit back, relax, get excited. Lots coming your way. All right, let me go ahead and share screen here. Okay, first up, as we always do, we are going to spend some time recognizing all the hard work in January because we had an epic kickoff to 2020. So first up, Success Club. I want to congratulate Team Unleashed, killing it in January. Both Veronica and Donna Paniagua took the top lead in the entire organization, our entire team, with 16 Success Club points. That means a total of 8 people, sorry, I suck at math. 8 people that they helped get started in their health and fitness journey in January. Then we've got also in Success Club 10, Monica Lopez, this chick I know. Success Club 15, Tabitha Bogue. Success Club 13, Becky Cooper. This one's near and dear to my heart. You guys know that Becky's my mom, and it's the first time that she is back hitting the charts and our leaderboard at Success Club 10 Plus, which was what she always did. So big congrats to you, Mom. I see you hustling, and I'm excited to see you back in action. Jackie Worley, Success Club 10. Anna Hernandez, 10. And Susan Lepre, 10. Check out those faces. Congratulations, ladies. You lead our team in Success Club with 10 plus. Now in Success Club 5 plus, which means coaches that helped at least 3 or more people in the month of January. We've got Lizette Suarez, Megan Pallone, Dixie Andrade, Lysandra Sabelstri, Stacy Hernandez, Martha Palacios, Jennifer Gochea, got it, Liz Fraga, Leonette Delphine, Selena Cifontes, Erin Katz-Schroeder, Andrea Figueredo, Nelly Navarro, Yvette Avila, Gina Cohen, Amy Albarello, Carletti Medina, Joanne Paniagua, Michelle Perella, and Rebecca Pelaez. Congratulations. We are celebrating you guys big. Now, next up, we've got rank advancements. Take it over, sis.
All right, guys. So we are going to recognize our newest Emerald coaches. Congratulations. You guys are the first coaches of the century for Diesel Core. Like, how epic is that? The first to rank advance their business. That's a big deal. Like, that's a big deal. I want to congratulate Joan Paniagua. Congratulate Katie Beasting. I want to congratulate Nicole. Congratulate Brianna McGregor. Congratulate Mariana Chavira. And congratulate Mary Quiroga. My thing is covering it. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Quiroga. Congratulations, lady, on advancing your business to Emerald and unlocking the beautiful world of team volume. That is a big deal. And can I just say, like, this is the first big step to really growing your business and building your team. And it takes this step, and unlocking Emerald is a big deal. So congratulations. And I always say, for me, becoming an Emerald coach is a decision. And you guys here decided in January 2020, new century, you were going to make it happen. You were going to build your business. You were going to draw that line in the sand and make it happen and do it. So congratulations, ladies.
Yes, and Emerald is also, we joke about it, but Emerald can literally be achieved in 24 hours. Like, it's that.
That's why it's a decision.
Simple. Yeah, it's just that simple. And if you're a new coach on this call, or you're a coach that has not yet rank advanced to Emerald, and it's something that you're thinking about doing, my sister did host an amazing training last night on Emerald. So ask your coach about it, and we can get you plugged into that recording, so you can kick off your business. Because we always say, Emerald is definitely unlocking the business potential on the business end of everything. All right, next up, we've got Success Starters. So if you know about the Success Starter program, it's when a coach comes into the business, and it used to be that you had to hit Success Club in your first, second, and third month entering the business, and you would achieve what's called Success Starter. Well, they kind of shook things up now in 2020, and they changed the requirement. Now it can be in a 6-month period, the first 6 months of you enrolling as a coach, okay? So if that's you on this call, listen up. If you achieve Success Club in any 3 of those 6 months, in the first 6 months of your business, you will become a Success starter. So they don't have to be consecutively one behind the other. As long as it's 3 months, in your first 6 months, you achieve Success Starter. Now, why is Success Starter so amazing? Well, as you can see, my girl Liz Fraga, Liz did achieve Success Club month 1, 2, and 3. By the way, she did it consecutive. And my homegirl just earned her ticket, her free ticket to Coach Summit 2020. Epic, big deal, really big deal. And I also want to congratulate my girl, Joanne Paniagua, who's in her first month of coaching, and she achieved Success Club in her first month. So congratulations, Joanne. And I'm just going to brag a little bit more and say these 2 ladies are on my cup team. So you know we're taking the prize. I just throw that in there. Next up, I wanted to talk to you guys about, I just realized there's like a whole slide missing. That's okay. Let's talk about what has been happening in that was talking about January. That just completely threw me off. That was talking all the exciting stuff that's happened in January. I know what I did. Just kidding. Sorry, I'm like completely baffled now because it just put my slides out of order. Sorry guys. Okay, that was recognition in January. I also want to talk about the action that happened in January. What has been popping since the start of 2020? Well, first and foremost, Battle of Badasses. We kicked off that epic 10-week health bet challenge. We raised over $2,000. So right now, over $2,000 is sitting in a pot. And we had 102 teams come into this competition. Well, we just hit the 30-day mark on Battle of Badasses, and it's exciting to say that we have 66 teams still in the running for the pot. So congratulations to all those teams. If you and your team did not advance to the next round of Battle of Badasses, hey, no big deal. You know what I say? I say the real prize is just being in it and staying focused on your goals. So either way, keep going. But Battle of Badasses is lit. It's amazing, and I'm really excited about it. We also kicked off our Diesel Core Diamond Push. So this was an exclusive group that all Success Club qualifiers in the month of January, if they were a 2019 and prior coach, if they hit Success Club, they would be granted access into this VIP group where we will be hosting business-related content, training to help you build your business, and just goal setting and just a mastermind group, VIP style, to get you to Diamond Land, right? To be blinging come March. And so this kicked off. We actually had our second VIP call this morning, and it was fire. We're going to share a little bit more about that. But drop in the chat right now if you're in our Diesel Core Diamond Push and tell me how epic it's going in there so far. I know the energy is like sky high. So these 2 groups kicked off, and I just wanted you guys to know, do you realize how our team, it's not by mistake that we are constantly having environments to thrive, both in fitness and in business, right? Because Battle of Badasses tackled the fitness end of Beachbody, and the Diamond Push tackles the business side of Beachbody. So there's no excuse. What you got to do, and you got to make sure that is happening for you, is that you're plugging in, you are leaning into what's happening and participating so that you can take your business to the next level. I also want to say in January, my sister was on the Spanish National Wake Up Call. Well, it's not called that in Spanish. It's, what is it? Lunes Motivante. So it mimics the National Wake Up Call, but it happens on Monday nights. And Veronica was a guest speaker, and she got to tell her story on this call completely in Spanish, and she killed it. So if you are a Spanish-speaking coach, make sure you're added into the Spanish, I think it's called Coaches Latinos de Beachbody, a Facebook page, and that's where you'll see all these calls happening every Monday night, as well as a plethora of content in the Hispanic market, so that you can kick off that end of your business or continue to grow that end of your business. But congratulations, sis, because that is a big stinking deal. Veronica, this is you.
Oh my God.
The heck?
I went to talk and I just like inhaled my own saliva. Sorry guys, I'm like dying over here. All right, guys. Oh my God. Who is excited about freaking Success Club trip now in March? Can you guys believe we're 6 weeks away? 6 weeks. I cannot, like, we are on our way to Punta Cana this year.
No.
Monica, just so you know, 2021 is Riviera.
Oh, did I have it backwards?
Yeah, you do. We're going to put the kana now.
Oh, see, God, I can't even keep my straight. Oh my God. Can I tell you guys, before Beachbody, I went on one trip a year because our parents used to like gift it to us. And now I can't keep up with the trip. So where we're going and when we're going. So that's exciting. Okay. Just kidding. But now you know it's Riviera.
It's okay. It's okay. But I love this picture. I love this picture. And you guys, so you know, this was actually taken on my very first trip that I earned. And so this was an exciting trip for me. I earned this trip with my Success Club points. So for those of you guys that don't know, the way to get invited to these trips, it depends on your Success Club points. Now, back then, you look at her changing it right now. So yeah. So this is something that is really, really big, because when I was a coach, this didn't exist. You had to work a year and then get invited, and then that year would determine how much would go towards your trip. But this last year and the year before, which was the second year of my trip, in the second year of my trip, they started inviting people. If there was availability, they were inviting coaches that signed up that same year, and they were using those Success Club points that they used their very first year of coaching. So for those of you brand new spanking coaches here that are like, oh, well, I just started, guess what? You could be on this trip in 2021, March at Riviera Maya. You can be on this trip. But I do want to congratulate everybody that already received their invitation. If you received your invitation for Riviera Maya 2021, blow up this chat right now. Let's blow
it up in the chat if you already got your invitation.
Freaking deal. I do want to make a shout out that and so you guys can see, I had a coach of mine that became a coach in February, and she received her invitation in October, and it was because she hit Success Club 6 months consecutively. Beachbody recognized her and said, ooh, I see you. Guess what? We have a space and we want you on it. So do not understand that Success Club it's so crucial in not only building your team and building your business and, increasing your income, but it's a way to get invited on these trips and have them either paid for or at a huge discount. Like, let's be real. Like, let's just say you were able to put, I don't know, $800, $900 towards your trip, and you only had to, pocket out $400. That's still an epic trip for 5 days for you and somebody else, like a spouse. Like, tell me that's not an epic vacation at an awesome price. So guys, don't take this for granted. This is an amazing opportunity, and it is for anybody. This is up for grabs. When I became a coach, I used to think like this was for like the successful people, because it's the Success Club trip, and I'm not successful. Like, that's what I was like in my mind. I'm like, I'm not gonna get on that stupid trip, like whatever. And when I got my invite, I was so excited and so proud, just so proud. So guys, get on these trips.
So what you got to do is make sure you opt in. If this is on your goal board, make sure that you go check out the FAQ. It's going to give you the link to opt in. It costs you nothing. It does nothing. It's nothing against you towards opting in. Once you opt in, you're letting Beachbody know that you're interested in the trip. Once you get the invite, that's where every Success Club point you earn adds $10 towards your trip. So Veronica mentioned, you can either get this trip completely paid off, right? The trip costs, I believe, $1,100 for the basic pack, $1,100, right? 12. Okay, 12 for this trip, $1,200. That essentially is 120 Success Club points in the entire year. But let's just say you only bring in 50 points, right? That's still $500 knocked off that price, and you're going on a trip for the rest of it. Exactly. And that's you and a guest. Hello. So like
all inclusive and
everything.
All inclusive. You don't pay a dime for food when you're there. Let me tell you, Beachbody goes out of their way to make sure like the parties at night are popping.
Cool.
Like
all the stops. Absolutely.
All of it. I mean, I remember my first time they had like fire shows, and I was like, I could never like afford something like this. And then on top of that, like the next year I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take my whole family. And the fact that I was able to do that, like
Veronica and I, for this trip in 2021, we both were able to lock in the suite life. like an entire suite apartment basically
Guys,
on the water for the kids with like 3 jacuzzis in it, a kitchen, like multiple bedrooms. It's just like epic. It's really epic. So
I'm sorry, I just gotta brag, but my Riviera Maya one, I have a pool in my, like I have it's a pool in my backyard. My balcony. My balcony is a pool. So I take a step and then I get to go in the pool. Like,
and these are 2 girls that used to depend on mom to take them on vacation every year. But I digress. All right, next up, Veronica.
oh my gosh, NLC, by far one of my favorite events. This year we had nobody from DC go. But that's okay. I know every time we do one of these, we come back with a vengeance. Like we do. We come back and we come back slaying and we will triple our numbers. What was the most we had? I believe the most we had was 8 or 7. And it was the year
I think we had 6 2 years ago and last year 4. So 6 coaches in 2018 attends NLC. We had 4 attend last year, and then this year we goose egged.
That's okay. That's okay. we're gonna triple that number.
I want to hear who's claiming it. I want to hear who's claiming it.
Go right now on the chat and claim it. And I'm going to explain while you're claiming it, and you have no idea what you're claiming, I'm going to explain what you're claiming. So NLC, so I know you guys probably saw recently a bunch of Diesel Nation coaches go to corporate, and they went and they had like a tour of like the headquarters, and they did like like it's like a very private, intimate. This event was so intimate compared to Summit and was so intimate compared to leadership. I will say it is by far one of my favorite events. And the beauty of this is like, you only get invited once and you get to go once. And there's only one shot in coming to this event. And once you go to this event, the next one you have to qualify for is leadership. So the way to get into NLC, which is New Leadership Conference, the way to get your invite is by rank advancing your business to 1 star or more. So my first year was actually 2 years ago when I went, and it was mind-blowing. It was mind-blowing. And it gave me this sense of confidence. Like, we are behind an amazing, like, mindset. We are behind, like, our products are, it gave me so much confidence that of what we stand for. Like, when I left NLC, I was like even more confident, not you know, whatever about like how it made me feel and everything, just like what we stand for, what we're striving, like what we're how we're helping people, and learning more about the ingredients and stuff that we like. We don't cut corners. We really don't cut corners. And I left NLC so proud to be a freaking Beachbody coach, and it was such an exciting experience for me. And you get to meet everybody in corporate. You're like at shaking hands distance with Carl, like you're like I almost like kissed him, like here in Miami we kiss, you know. He's like, whoa. And so, but that's how intimate it is. It's a small group. I believe they said this year it was less than 200, which, guys,
imagine how intimate you were hanging out with Joel Freeman.
They're all hanging out. Like,
oh.
it is. It's a really epic, by far amazing event. And next year, it's going to be in Las Vegas.
Like, I know, they're changing it to Las Vegas.
Monica, we need to get our crap together.
I know, Amy Alvarado. When Amy Alvarado saw Vegas, she's like, that's it. I don't care how I have to do it. It is happening. It is happening.
And we got to figure out a way to, like, weasel our way in there.
So, guys, and this, just because I thought it was hilarious, I created this and I popped it into my PS page, and I said, okay, who's claiming it? But I did want to celebrate my 2 friends that are behind this photo, Suzette and Adriana. These are 2 of Christina Delgado's coaches, and also on my TTT team. So wanted to say congratulations, because those are the girls behind the photo. Okay, this is what the missing slide earlier. Now, Diesel Core, a look ahead on what's happening in the network, okay? So let's take a look. Veronica, this is you as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take it. I'm looking at my notes.
Actually, no, I think it is me.
No, it is you. Because
right, so in the chat. Sorry, guys, we're like all out of whack today. It's the running. I ran 5K this morning, and I have like 3 working brain cells. Let's suck dry. Team Cup. go ahead and blow up the chat and talk to me. Who is on a team cup? Whose team is taking home the Diesel Core Prize, like the top Diesel Core spot? Shout it out in the chat. My team better be here. My team here to slay better be blowing it up in there.
So two of my girls are already Success Club qualified.
Okay. I see you. Well, Veronica did take the one of the top 10 spots in the entire network 2 years ago. Team Cup was, and it was a Team Cup in February because we usually do these twice a year. It was a Team Cup in February where if I'm not mistaken, it's Donna, Gina, Yvette, Lori, and Veronica. They were a cup team. All four of Veronica's coaches, they were all like brand spanking new, just coming into the business, and they decided, why the heck not? And what I loved watching them do was just have fun with it and keep it simple. KISS, right? Keep it simple, stupid. They just kept it simple and they had fun with it. And they ended up in the top 10 in the entire company. And might I add, they also were the only US team. The other 9 teams came from Canada. So that was really epic. And it was the same year that Veronica herself advanced her business from Emerald to Coach starting the year, probably starting the cup, if I'm not mistaken, right, Veronica? And
so this cup was in October.
Huh?
This was an October cup.
Oh, yours was an October cup? Oh, okay.
Back then they used to do 2 cups a year. And they
used
to do February.
Oh, February and October. Yeah, we always do the fall and the spring, or right before the spring.
So it was actually this cup that made us go 5-star.
Okay, got it. Okay, so they did it at the end of the year. I got it backwards, but Veronica started that year as an Emerald coach and ended the year as a 5-star Diamond Elite team. So if you think about what's possible and what can spark the fire, Team Cup is it. Look at it as a way to have fun, a way to collaborate with more coaches on our team or around the network, because I know a lot of you guys are even working with these Elite Nation coaches, and make it your job to show up for your team, because we are so often, we easily put ourselves in the back burner if it's for ourselves, but when we think about our team and not letting others down, we will show up. So do that for your team. And at the very least, get those prizes. Did you guys see the epic prizes that we have? One of them can be individually earned. The other, which I was telling my team, like, we better get this. It must be the entire team crossing the Success Club finish line. All right, another exciting piece of news that just got dropped last week is that we'll have a new energized flavor coming. Mixed berry, and everybody at NLC got to try it and they said it was delicious. So that's coming May 2020. You can start blasting that now. And then as well, I wanted to remind you guys that Success Club, the actual program hosted by Beachbody, is an incentivized program, meaning they also give prizes every time you hit Success Club. So if you earn Success Club 1 month out of the first 3 months, then you earn yourself either a t-shirt or a girl's tee, right, that you see down there. So if you're shooting for this goal, or if you already earned yours, drop it in the chat, blow it up. If you're still fighting for it, make February the month that you cross the finish line and earn your tee. All right.
Can I just throw out there, did you guys not see how much we are just showered with Christmas every month? I can't get over it.
I know, I'm before I open up, I've got a suitcase, and the next thing I know, I got a t-shirt, and the next thing I got I'm something new, and I'm like, oh yeah, I earned that.
Guys, we're rewarded to build our own damn business.
Crazy.
I know, I can't get over that. I can't. I just.
The other day, I was also when I was flying to Virginia, I realized I had a Beachbody sweater that I won with my Beachbody book bag that I won. And I was like, man,
don't even talk to me about my mission trip. My mission trip, I won a rain jacket, and I was like, what the hell am I ever gonna use a raincoat? I needed it for freaking that mission trip. I had my jacket, which is funny story. I love my Elite thermo jacket, and it got really hot, and I handed it because the guys were with mules and they were holding our stuff, and I asked the guy to go put it back in the bag, and apparently the guy didn't put it back on the bag, and he decided to sit on it. So he was on the mule, on my jacket. I'm I was representing Beachbody at the missions trip. My bag was Beachbody, and these are all things that were gifted to me throughout the whole year to build my own business.
Super cool. So let's also talk about what Beachbody is offering us to incentivize our customers or our prospect customers. Woo, so tongue twisted today. We have, if you joined up to be part of a cup team, you were emailed 3 promo codes for $10 off that you could give a customer. So if you joined a cup team, check your email. You received this email with these 3 promo codes. Also, if you don't know, now you know, if you're a new and active coach that signed up, the month you signed up, you are also given 3 promo codes for all of your customers. So like I'm looking at my girl Miani right now. Miani just signed up. She had earned those 3 codes that she can now give out to 3 people, and she got them in the email. She's like, how cool is this? I can already start handing these out. I'm like, yes, you can. So check those out if you're a new coach. They're in your email. And then also, this is a special just in February, which when I saw this, I was like, holy moly. Every challenge pack or completion pack that is purchased in the month of February, it must be a regular completion or challenge pack. Cannot be a performance pack. So it can't be the one with BOD, Energize and Recover, or a program and Energize and Recover. No, it must be a Shakeology one. So BOD and Shakeology, or a program and Shakeology. Customers are getting an entire box of pumpkin spice for free. So I have people going crazy over this. They're getting their pumpkin spice left and right. Make sure you're out there leveraging that as well.
And let me just add on there, if you use your 3 promo codes by the 13th or 14th, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's one of those days, if you use all 3, come the 15th, Beachbody will give you 3 more. So you'll get in your email 3 more.
I don't even know that.
Yes, yeah, that's, oh, see, like Amy's saying yes, yeah, they
right.
announced
it. Awesome.
Oh, there you go, that's 6
I learned something new tonight.
codes.
I already used my 3, so I probably have an email with it. I gotta go check my email.
The 15th. They said the 15th you'll get another set of 3.
Got it. Woo! I'm gonna get some more. All right, now let's talk about Diesel Core exclusive. What's happening on our team? So if you heard us bragging about Diamond Push, get ready for this. Veronica, tell them the news.
All right, guys. So let me tell you, just today, Karina dropped some amazing nuggets in that Diesel, the Diesel Core Diamond Push group. Christina went in there and blew it away. Like, the content in there is so freaking amazing. And we realized there are a lot of coaches, 1, that are just getting started, 2, that maybe missed the qualification in January. Well, guess what? If you hit Success Club in February, the minute you hit Success Club, so you could do this tomorrow, hit Success Club by tomorrow, and we will grant you into that group, and you'll also be qualified to earn all the prizes in that group. So there is no reason why everybody in this freaking call right now, everybody has a chance and opportunity to make it to that, into that group, that special VIP group. That, let me tell you, it's just getting started. Like I was blown away today by Karina's call. I was blown away. I mean, hello, I just love tough love. And Christina came in there with some nice tough love. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And so, so again, don't beat yourself up if you didn't make it in January and playing, that little side song. There's another opportunity. You can get in there now, tomorrow. All right.
The rules will apply. If you are a 2019 and prior coach, then it must be Success Club 5 or more to get qualified into this group. If you are a 2020 coach, as long as you earn 1 Success Club or more, that means you help 1 person, you'll be added into the group. You're in the group. All right. So you belong here. Next up,
who's claiming that?
We want to talk to you about how we're going to help you. Huh? How we're going to help you.
We're speaking over each other.
We totally are.
I said, who's claiming their spot in the VIP group?
I see Miani over here like, me. All right. We're not going to just tell you to get in the group. We're going to help you. So, Veronica, tell them all about the Fitnet Expo.
All right. So, I was stalking one of the Diesel Nation, Christina, of course, his group. And I was like, God, this is just an amazing thing. And I posted about it, not thinking I was going to get traction, and I ended up getting a crap load of traction. So I turned around to Monica and I said, holy crap, Monica, we need to put this group together, because I already said I was doing a group and I wasn't doing a group, and now I needed to do this group. So let's do this. And Monica and I, we sprung into action this morning. I mean, we put this whole thing together today, and we're excited to announce we are going to be doing a Diesel Core Fitnet Expo. But this time it's not going to be run like a flash sale. So the last expo that I ran it more like a flash sale, which we are going to do that later on in the month. But no, this one's going to be like almost like a sneak peek into like, what is it going to be like if I were a challenger, what would my day look like? And so we're going to give them, they're going to get 5 days, 5 different workouts with 5 different trainers. So they get to see the different personalities of trainers and the different types of workouts. We're going to also, I of course, you know me, I called up Liz today and I said, Liz, I need you to come up with a nutrition plan, a 5-day nutrition plan, easy to follow. So she's working on that, and she's going to have that for our group. So we are going to equip these people, and anybody, this is going to be free for them to try. We are going to equip them with nutrition. We're going to have them with a grocery list. So all they have to do is go and purchase everything that's on the grocery list, follow the nutrition plan, and do these workouts for 5 days. And they're going to get like a taste of what it's like to be a challenger, or what it's like into these. Because I really feel like a lot of people just don't get it. Like they don't understand what we do, and they don't get it. So let's help them understand by trying it. So your job, everybody's job here, is to get as many people into this group, and then don't just throw them in there and just kind of say, okay, I'm done. No, it's your job to follow up with them, to check up on them, to see how they're doing, because that's what you're going to do as their coach, right? Like you're going to not just like, throw them out there and say, okay, figure it out. No, you're going to be there to kind of like guide them and say like, hey, like, did you get your workout in today? Like, how are you doing? How can I help you? How can I be of service for you? So your job is going to be adding people and just checking up on them. Let the group do the rest. We're going to have nutrition plans. We're going to have sneak peeks. We're going to go live in there. We're going to go in there and drop some amazing like content for them. So we've got all of that covered. So again, your job, and this is going to help you hit Success Club. Okay. You want to hit Success Club, get as many people into this group. Did I miss anything? Oh, 5 days also personal development, because at the end of the day, that's a big key in this.
Yeah, and so the whole concept is to give them like instead of a day in the life of, a week in the life of a Beachbody lifer is what we're calling it, right? And we're also going to be weaving in their no snooze crew, because obviously that's a big component. Getting on the live workouts has helped so many people. And so we want to make sure that we plug that in. And that means as a team, what can we do as a team? So like Veronica said, we do the heavy lifting for you guys in the sense of putting the group together, getting the content ready, like setting up the systems and doing all this stuff. But your job is to get the people plugged in, help us hype up the energy. And another big component is showing up. So if we are there, talking about no snooze crew, and how that's how we get our workouts in, with the accountability of a group and the support and all that. That means we got to show up, right, guys? So no snooze crew will be a big part of that as well. And then what we'll do at the end of the 5 days is that we'll be announcing anybody that decides to commit and purchase their challenge pack and get started will get a rebate, right? So they'll get a discount on their challenge pack. So whoever you added into the group, you want to make sure you're keeping a running list of all of your prospects in there. So at the end, you can follow up with them. And if your prospect decides to join, then you will be the one responsible for giving them that instant rebate back. I usually do it through Cash App. It'll be like $10 or $15 off their challenge pack purchase price. All right, so that's kicking off February 17th, which, by the way, is a holiday. That Monday, there's no work or school. So I was thinking we could also put together an epic no snooze crew workout that day, virtual workout where we try to get 200 plus that we did one time. That happening, right? Wouldn't that be epic if we have like the entire free group in there, everybody on the no snooze crew, like this epic virtual workout on a holiday. So there's no excuses of not being able to because of work and schedule and whatnot. And I really believe we can make something epic come out of this on a cup month. on a month where so much is on the line, so many exciting things, so many prizes. I mean, all the stuff. So,
and another thing I added in there, for you guys, something that you guys can do to add value to the group. Drop your transformations. Like, let's show them that we're real people.
Yeah, go check out the group.
Real results. It's already on there. So if you're not in the group, after the call, we'll go ahead and we'll post it in PC, and you can add yourself into the group. And then there's a thread there that says, hey coaches, drop your transformations below. So that's you guys. We need you guys. We need you guys to all come together and let's flood that with transformations and show them that, we're real people. We decided to say yes, and we got, our results. So.
All right, next up. So we keep bragging about this Diamond Push group. Well, this morning, like we said, we had an epic call with Karina Rivas, who is the, I'm telling you, I'm so tongue-tied today.
Latin.
Marketing manager for Team Beachbody Latino. And she came on and dropped some knowledge on us. And so I want to invite my girl, Carletti. Carletti, are you there?
Myself. Yes, I'm here.
Yes, she is. What's up, girl? And I asked Carletti to come on here and just kind of briefly talk about what Karina talked about from her point of view, because after the call, she was like fired. I was like, oh my God, that was so amazing. And it even excited her to start kicking off her business as well in Spanish, because Karina did like a bilingual call where she talked some Spanglish. And so go ahead and take it away, Carletti. Share what Karina shared with us this morning.
Sure. So I want to try to do her justice because she was amazing. So basically what Karina came on to talk about was how, as coaches, when somebody comments on our transformation or on anything that we post about fitness, we sort of say thank you and then like vomit all the information. And she was giving us steps on, look, there's a way to effectively respond and ask questions without overwhelming your client or your prospect at this point, because they're not even our clients, because they're going to run away. So some of the things that she said that is very important, and she kind of did a mini role play, and Monica and Veronica did a great job of posting the questions on the slide, and they're going to they're in the process of translating the form, because she said the form is in Spanish, but they're working on translating it in English, but Disa Core is going to, run ahead and do it before they do that. So basically, she says that it's very important for you to, when they comment, just say thank you, and then start having like a mini conversation with them on the side. Like, you don't have to have it right on your chat, and you start by saying, thank you for, and she says to put this in your own words, but this is kind of sort of the info, and then you could go ahead and make it you, because she says when it's you, it comes from the heart and it's real and you don't sound salesy. So she said to say something along the lines of like, thank you, my dear, for your support with my transformation. As a coach, I've helped my friends and clients lose between 5 to 15 pounds in 20 to 30 days, whether it is to lose weight or tone, whatever it is that they need. And in order for me to better assist you, I'd like to ask you a few questions. And she says this is extremely, extremely important. You don't say, I'd like to ask you a few questions and then go into the questions. She said, no, you stop. And you do not continue until the person responds. Because if the person responds, that means that they are not committed. So this is what she told us. She says, you bless and release if they don't respond. So basically what you say is, if they do not respond, I mean, I guess you could plug in, like, I know I would be like, did you get my questions? And I think Monica talked about this in another post, but did you get my questions? Oh yeah, I haven't seen it. Because, sometimes we see it and we forget to respond. But if they really just don't, then you just say, look, I am your coach and I am more than happy to help you. I'll be here when you're ready. And you release it and you let it go. Now, if they come back, then you're going to ask them, she said it in a couple of different questions. So you're having a conversation back and forth. And the 3 questions that you're going to ask is, at first, and they're right on your screen, how much weight are you looking to lose or tone? And it could be on pounds and it could be on sizes, whatever it is, but they must answer all 3 questions. She was very specific about making sure that the prospect answered the questions. And then after, the second question is, when do you want to reach your goal by? Again, it's important that they give you a date or an event. And if they don't, try to get them to give you a date and an event. And then the third question is, why is it a good time now to lose the weight? Or what is the reason of why you want to lose the weight? Again, this is extremely important because the answers to these questions is what's going to help you set up what's coming up next. And you wait for an answer. Again, if they still at this point, like they say they start the conversation with you, but they stopped, you bless and release. You go back to, I'm going to be your coach. I'm here when you're ready. And you leave it at that. If they come back to understand their commitment, these are the next 3 questions that you're going to ask. See how it's already starting a conversation and it's going back and forth and you're not sounding salesy. So how many programs, diets, etc. have you tried within the last 3 years? Then the next question is, let's add them up. How much money have you spent on these programs in the last 3 years? And the third question, how do you feel? This one I had a hard time translating, but I'm working on it. How do you feel not being able to achieve sustainable goals with these programs? And then obviously, you know, there's some people are short and sweet. Others just give you a story. Take it. Whatever it is, take it. The point is that they need to answer the questions. And then this is when you're going to come in and offer a solution. And you're going to start with, thank you for sharing with me your story or whatever it is that they say. I know how you feel because I felt like you, or I felt the same way. Put it in your words. Basically, you're being empathetic and you're letting them know that you've been there and you know how they're feeling. And this is where you put in your transformation story. And with the forms that Monica and Vero are going to translate, she actually gives you questions to create your transformation story. And then you're going to tell them, I found the perfect solution when I joined a challenge group. And Karina was very specific in saying that people want to join Diesel Core. Like people reach out to her asking her like, how can I join Diesel Core? Like, how can I join Diesel Nation? So she was very specific in saying, it's not only you that you're selling, it's the community. So you want to make sure that you emphasize that in your own words when you're having this conversation with your prospects. And then after you tell them how you join your challenge group, etc., you ask them, you know, or you tell them, after knowing your goals and by when you want to reach them, I have the perfect solution for you. And at this point is when you start, she said that you can either put in the challenge, you could talk about your experience with the challenge group and what a challenge group is, or you can put in a third-party tool, like one of the videos that explains what a challenge group is. It's up to you and really your personality. She was very specific in telling us, make sure this is your own words. These are just samples for you to use. And this is where the closing comes in. My next challenge group begins, and this is when you're going to insert the date of when your next challenge group is. And then in order for you to join this group, this is what you need. And again, she said you could go ahead and list what a challenge pack brings. But the most important thing that you cannot leave out is, number one, that they're going to get you as their coach. And number two, who we are as the community. Again, she emphasized this in the closing. It's very important for you. You could list everything, but you want to make sure that you include that. In addition, she said that you want to ask for their email if you don't have them, because that is how you're going to send them the share card with the information on everything that they need to join your challenge group. Then you tell them, oh, and guess what? If within 30 days you're not satisfied, Beachbody stands behind our product and you'll get your money back guaranteed. So she said that's very important because that established that you really have nothing to lose. If you want to join us, you know, you can join us. And if you don't see results in 30 days, you're going to get your money back. And remember, you could tie this back to the fact that they spent $1,000 in the past 3 years in all these programs. So that's where you're establishing the value of what we sell for $160. And then she says, if there's anything that you get out of everything I said, this is the last thing in the closing. Now, do you have 2 friends that you would like to start with you? And at that point, you know, people, oh yeah, I have a friend or whatever. It says, okay, well then put me in touch with them and then I can ensure you that they get results with you. And she says at this point, what you're doing is that you're building emeralds, because what you're gonna do is you're gonna get on a call or you're gonna have the exact same conversation, like all these steps with these 2 new friends, and you're gonna put them under this prospect. And that is how you create emerald. And she said the idea behind all of these questions and this back and forth is that it's really you. You're not sounding salesy, but you also establish it in a way that the prospects see that they're actually making an investment. And again, if at any point throughout this conversation or throughout this thread, they stop responding, you go back to, I am your coach. I am here to help you whenever you're ready. So that's pretty much it.
Yes,
I'm sorry, I tried to do it fast.
No, that was so, because that's exactly, that was how concise Karina laid it out for us this morning. It was such amazing content. And so personally, you guys know I don't keep it a secret the way I talk to people and the way that I prospect challengers. And I do something similar where I send them 3 questions. And then when they answer back, I think of it as my ammunition, because I know that there are objections that I'm probably going to have to tackle. Some of the common ones is price. Some of the common ones is motivation. Some of the common ones is no energy, or I don't know what to do, or I don't know what to eat type deal. And so when I'm asking those questions, I'm giving myself the ammunition to tackle the objections, okay? So 2 things that Karina said that I thought was really important. And like I said, that whole process is very elaborate. There's going to be times you're not going to need to do that entire process with a person. They could be ready after you said, hey, I have got the solution, after you ask the questions, and they're like, no, I already know it. I want to go. Let's go. And they're ready. You're not going to keep wasting time and going round and round. You're going to get them started. And sometimes you may go through that elaborate process. But here's what you got to understand, is that what you're doing by asking the right questions is that you are setting up the tone of the relationship between you and this challenger. You're getting the commitment from them, right? Because let's think about, and this is just something I've been thinking about a lot. Let's think of the word coach. Let's say the word coach, the role of a coach in football or baseball, right? Or basketball. A coach doesn't go around to just random people on the streets and say, please be on my team. Please be on my team. Please be on my team. I really want people on my team. They don't do that, right? They stand back and say, I have a team. We are looking to win such and such championship or go to such and such tournament, and this is where we're going, and I'm looking for people to play on my team. And then what happens? People come and they try out for this team, right? And the coach, you got to show the coach what you got because you want to be a part of his team. Then he picks you. He doesn't pick you and then every day beg you to get off the bench. Come on, get off the bench and please, can you please just warm up? Can you please just give it your all? I really need your hustle today. No, if you're not showing up and meeting this coach halfway with your hustle and your grit and your determination and your commitment, that coach's role is moot, right? Because a coach is supposed to be there to help a person take it to the next level, help coach them to take it to the next level, but they gotta meet in the middle. Why is Beachbody coaching any different? Why all of a sudden we think we have to babysit, beg, plead, and exhaust ourselves trying to get people to move? The goal is to find people that are ready for change. And that's why this process is important, to ask the right questions, to receive that commitment. So then you can, after that, battle any of their objections, anything that they're worried about. And then now you're onboarding a brand new challenger and customer in the right mindset. If we could tackle this on the front end of our business, we will save ourselves a lot of agony and frustration. And I hear it from you guys left and right. I don't know how to get people moving. I don't know how to motivate. I don't know. I call these people every day. I'm like, did you work out? And I don't even know. I only have like 5 challengers. I don't know how I'm going to do it. That's the problem. That's the problem, is that on the front end, you didn't create that expectation of how the relationship is going to work. And when you do, don't be afraid of scaring people away. No, it's that where the magic happens. It's where the connection happens, where things are magical. All right. And some of you guys in this call, I'm looking at your faces right now. Some of you guys came in at one point and it was the same thing that Carletti was saying, that Karina said, I'm here when you're ready. I'll always be your coach. I'm not going anywhere. I'll be here when you're ready. And they weren't ready at one time in their life, and now they are. And I'm looking at their faces here today on our team. So don't ever give up on people, but understand that, set the expectation so that this business is not only helping people, but guess what? It's filling your cup too as a coach. You are fulfilled by your work as a coach, and that is important. All right. So thought this training was amazing. And this is just like a little drop in the bucket of what's been happening in the Diamond Push. So get in there because it's a great group happening. All right. What else is popping on our team calendar? And I had to put Anna up in there popping bottles again. I was like, I'm keeping that one. That one's good. February 18th, we've got Diesel Training Hotline. So what's funny is that the topic for that hotline was going to be beating objections. And what I just shared with you is what I had planned to talk about. And a lot of what Karina just shared was what we were going to talk about. So we are scratching that. And Dixie, where's Dixie at? Dixie wrote to me the other day. She's like, can you just help me with Canva? Can you like just do a training, please? I need some help. You ask, we deliver. We're going to be doing a Diesel Training Hotline on Canva. So if you look at all the, like, for example, let me see where, like if you see all this kind of recognition stuff, you see this, our team calendar, even this entire team call was done on Canva. So if you need some help with creating graphics on Canva, be on February 18th, Diesel Core Training Hotline, okay? February 24th, that is our Coaching Tell-All virtual event, which is basically our coaching sneak peek. This is where we talk to people about the business side of Beachbody. So invite to that, and we'll talk about that in a second as well. February 27th is our new coach training. And then February 28th and the 29th is the flash sale. This is a flash sale that will be collaborating with Diesel Nation. So it's going to be a giant flash sale. It's going to have epic prizes. The energy is going to be sky high. And so this is going to be the great time to have that last push for your team cup points and bring it in, bring it home. Now, real quick, see these dates, this order that all these events are happening. I wanted you to understand as a team. I've been having some one-on-ones lately with coaches, and I realized it hasn't quite clicked on exactly the way Veronica and I sit down and start figuring out, okay, as you know, Diesel Core's leaders, how can we help our team most? And I don't think people have grasped exactly the system, and they're leveraging the system that we have created for you guys to thrive in this business. So I wanted to really break it down for you guys, because it's no mistake that you're seeing these dates in that specific order. When I look at my business, the way that I tackle my business is that the first 2 weeks of the month, I am Success Club driven. My goal is by mid-month of every month, my Success Club goal, and personally it's Success Club 10 or more. That is like we talked about the last week with Trent. That is my standard. I don't fall below my standard. It's Success Club 10 or more. That is where the first 2 weeks I dedicate my full energy into my Success Club goals, okay? After that, I shift my mindset into now, because guess what? Two things happen when you crush that Success Club goal in the beginning of the month. You crush it, and now you have some time, a little bit more mind space to think about something else. And two, you have confidence in now going out there and talking about the business, because you're succeeding in the business and you feel successful in the business. So then I shift my thinking into now recruiting new coaches on my team. This is where you'll see, if you guys follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and the way I run my entire business, that's when I start changing the talk from challenge group level to now my team, my tribe, my girls, my business, things like that. Because now I'm painting the picture of what's possible on the business end of Beachbody. And what's really cool is that sometimes, you guys know this, you will sign up a business builder who is simultaneously buying a challenge pack, and you'll get more Success Club points. That's how I've achieved hitting Success Club 20 and more for a gazillion months now, you know, because I've tackled that ideology of crushing Success Club goals in the beginning, 10 or more, and then everything after that is a cherry on top, right? And I do that through recruiting, and I do that through things like we just talked about, the sneak peek, okay? So the focus is then on recruiting and then onboarding. When we say onboarding, that means when a new coach joins our team, we onboard them onto the team and we set them up for success. What does that look like on our team? We know it's Diesel Nation Academy. We know it's a new coach call, right? We know it's celebrating them on our team page with a collage and welcoming them. This is the process that we go through when we bring a new coach onto our team. And so I focus those last 2 weeks of the month on recruiting and onboarding. And then the last couple of days, usually the last 3 days of the month, that is where I'm refocusing a little bit and doing that last little minute push on the Success Club part of the business, which is basically commission-based business. Because what I'm doing is filling up my pipeline. We call the pipeline, meaning I'm getting seeds planted, right? And I'm dangling a carrot. Guess what, guys? What's next month's carrot? The flash sale, right? Or this month's carrot, sorry. The flash sale. People that I start talking to about the flash sale and I get them into that flash sale. Some will buy, some won't. But guess what? They're all seeds planted. And the ones that maybe didn't buy, guess what happens? It creates a pipeline for me to talk to them the following month. And then hopefully get them signed up in these first 2 weeks as one of my Success Club points. Do you guys see that well-oiled machine of a system that's happening? So let's talk about that. Let's go back to this calendar. We've got Coaching Tell-All. That's about recruiting, right? After in a perfect world, we'll add people to this group and everybody will sign up. We know it's not like that. But guess what? If you add in 5, your chances of one signing up is pretty high. If you bring in one person to that process, into that Coaching Tell-All, what are your chances of them signing up? Right? So if you want your chances heightened, you gotta heighten your efforts behind the amount of people that you're adding in, okay? So Tell-All right here is your way to focus on recruiting and onboarding. Then we've got the new coach call. Guess what? That's onboarding. That's helping them get started right as a new coach training call. And then, like I said, the flash sale is that last little carrot we dangle at the end of the month to bring in some more Success Club points or possibly fill up a pipeline for the following month. Does that make sense, team? Does it make sense to you guys? Because I'm telling you, it took me years in this business to develop that and to grasp this concept and to just look at my business and get a hold of it and create like a system that I could wrap my brain around and still live my life and still thrive in this business. And I want to, like when Veronica and I sit down and write out every month's, dates and the things that we're going to do, this is the way our brains think to help you guys because it's the way we build our business. So I wanted to make sure everybody understands that and why we push so hard on these certain things, because these actions, this is the way Veronica and I can help you in your business, right? We can't be there to have the conversations with you. We can't be there to push play for you. We can't be there to drink your Shakeology. We can't be there to do your PD. But this we can do for you, okay? This we can do the heavy lifting and set up these systems, and your job is to plug in new people. All right, so the end of our call. Let's set goals if you have not yet. And what should your goal setting look like? Very simple. 4 goals a month, I think. Outside of your vital behaviors, right? This is outside of pushing play, drinking the shake, and doing your PD. Because that's just that's our bloodline. That's what we do, right? What are the 4 goals a month that should be happening? It's your Success Club goal, your recruiting goal, right? Success Club is how many people you're going to help through health and fitness a month, new people. Your recruiting goal is how many coaches you're going to add to your team a month. Then your prospects that you're going to add into the sneak peek, and the prospects that you're going to add into the Fitnet Expo. If your Success Club goal, let's say, is Success Club 6, right? 3 people. That means at the very least, the amount of people that you're adding into the expo must be double. Right? You got to heighten your chances. If your goal is to bring 2 new coaches, right? If your goal right now is to be Emerald, although you can do that literally overnight when you're talking to your close friends and family because you still have your warm market, but that's another conversation. But let's just say, to me, Diamond is hitting Emerald over and over and over and over, right? So I just put in my head, I got to hit Emerald 4 times and I'm Diamond. If you want to recruit 2 people this month into your team, how many prospects do you need to take into the sneak peek? At the very least, 4. Is that making sense, Diesel Core? I hope it is, because when I understood this, it gave me the ability to get my business and take a bite at a time. I'm not a person that can take one giant goal and be like, I gotta do all these things, and I'm flustered, and next thing I know, I'm working on the defense versus on the offense. And I'm freaking out more than I'm enjoying this. This was a way for me to wrap my brain around my business and work it from a place of on the offense where I have a plan, where I'm focused, where I'm driven, and I'm fulfilled by what I'm doing. So I hope this helps. I really, really hope this helps. And I thought of sharing this with you guys. I've been having lots of one-on-one calls with coaches, and I just wanted to make sure that people were understanding and getting this so that they can thrive in 2020, because I ain't joking. We're going to have the most NLC attendees this year, the most Success Club trip earners this year, elite and premier coaches popping right here from this team, because this year is our year. It's our year. And diesel core, I don't know about you, but I'm not afraid to fight for it. I am not afraid to fight for it because I'm enough, you're enough, we are more than enough. I saw all the feels when Karina said this morning, you know, I get actual calls from people wondering how they could be a part of Diesel Core. Like, it's us, we're it, like we've got it. We've got something special. But you know what was a dagger to the heart? In our Diamond Push call last week, Christina says, you know, you guys, there's the best transformations, the absolute best transformations to date in all of Diesel Nation come out of Diesel Core. Year after year, we have one, that 100-pound loss. Like the biggest transformations come from our team. But you know where we haven't made that connection? In the business. We have not conquered that on the business end. And that's changing in 2020 because we are enough and we have what it takes. God says, you lack nothing, use what I gave you. And I'm going to continue to remind you guys of that every month, every call, every day. All right. Mic drop right there. Veronica, is there anything else you want to add to that?
No, I just wrote in there, mic drop.
Thank you, Carletti. Thank you for joining us tonight and running us through that training. We love you. You did amazing. Ladies and gents, good night. Let's rock and roll. Let's keep doing the damn thing. Love you. Oh, wait, let's do a call. Wait, picture. I always forget. I'm so terrible at this. Let me stop the share and let me stop the recording.